Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Today's lesson is going to be about time expressions. We're going to learn how to say some time expressions. Like for example, time expressions answer to two types of questions. The first question is when, and the other one is how often. Just to make this clear, expresiones de tiempo responden a dos preguntas: ¿cuándo? Y cuán a menudo. So, for example, let's go with how often. How often? How often is cuán a menudo? How often do we do things? Just let me move this a little bit to try to focus here. Yeah, how often do we do things? For example, how often do you brush your teeth? Okay, I do it 3 times a day. Okay, this is a time expression, 3 times a day. Now, what happens if I do it 2 times a day? I brush my teeth 2 times a day. Whenever we do things 2 times a day, or 2 times in a month, or 2 times in a year, but whenever it's 2 times, I can say twice. Sorry, twice a day, twice a month, whenever it's 2 times. Cuando sean 2 veces, en vez de decir 2 times a, usamos twice. ¿Ok? O cuando es una vez, por ejemplo, how often do you sleep? ¿Cuán a menudo tú duermes? I do it once a day. Okay, so once goes for una vez, once a day. It's easy. For 2, twice a day. But for 3 and above, pero para más de 3, ya no hay otro. So there's once a day, twice a day, and the other time will be 3 times a day, or 4 times a day, or 5 times a day. I'm talking on a daily basis, but it can be a weekly basis or it can be a monthly basis. Estoy hablando por días, pero puede ser por semana, puede ser por meses, inclusive por años. Okay? For example, how often do you visit the doctor? Okay, I do it once a year. Okay? Once a year. Una vez al año. How often do you, for example, go to the bank? I do it once a month or twice a month. Okay? How often do you go to the bank? Well, I go twice a month, but only for once or twice. As I said, can be a day, a month, a week, or whatsoever. So this is when we're talking about how often. Now, when we talk about when do you watch TV? Now, whenever we talk about when, the answer is not going to be once, for example, once a day. No. When do I watch TV? I watch TV at night. Or I can say, let's write the whole thing. I watch TV at night. Or I can say, I watch TV in the mornings. Or I can say, I watch TV. I'm sorry. In the evenings or in the afternoons. Why did I say in the evenings and I say at nights? Well, I have an explanation of this in prepositions of time in another video, where I explain everything how do we use in, on, and at. But in this case, I'm trying to explain you time expressions. So time expressions can be like this. For example, so I said to when and to how often. When do you study? Okay, I can say I study every day. No, I'm sorry. I study on weekdays. Okay? When do you study? I study on weekdays. Now, going back to, talking about the same thing. How often do you study? Volviendo a la pregunta anterior, cuán a menudo. How often do you study? Yeah, I'm gonna say that I study every day. That's a time expression. I study every day. Okay? So this is basically what a time expression is about. If you have any questions, you can just ask me later. You can text me. You can write a message, and I'll be more than glad to explain anything that you might possibly didn't understand. So I'm going to say goodbye until the next one, guys.